Yeah, so good evening, everyone. So let me start because just I think 5 o'clock now. Yeah, we can start. Just one sec. So, hmm. Okay. Introduction. So I'm maths teacher and also CBSE SCRT research person, and I'm Gemini certified educator also. Yeah. So this is what maybe we can just check on a scale of 1 to 3 how comfortable we are currently using AI tools. Okay, so though we are teaching offline and in between little bit, I mean, for few days we went in hybrid mode also, but in I mean basically for content creation, question paper making, and all these things. No, are we using AI? Okay, so one means not at all comfortable, and somewhat comfortable. I mean, we can give rating 2, and very comfortable maybe in 3. Yes. Are we comfortable? Yeah, I mean, more or the less we are using AI, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so here teaching with AI. So because see, artificial intelligence, it has taken, I mean, a quite big space in our lives. So whether we are, I mean, searching for something, we want to ask something, or even for any content creation, yeah, question paper making, or I mean, for any information in that way. So here, specifically, we will focus on teaching with AI. And as teacher, how are we using it? Yeah, we can use it. So to start with content creation, learning materials, modifying lesson plans, creating discussion questions, developing rubrics, adapting student materials, translating content, drafting emails and newsletters, even student feedback. Because in Google Workspace, no, I mean, this AI is integrated everywhere, right? Whether you pick up any, I mean, for workspace, any tool you can say, whether it is Google Docs, Forms, Google Sheet, Slide, and for, I mean, for everything, no, we can find Gemini, I mean, a small icon we can see. And in fact, the slides I have made, I prepared my own slide, but it asked me beautifying the slide. When I just clicked that, it gave me this beautiful slide. Okay, I'll show you that also. I mean, how one can create that picture, everything. Okay, but teaching with artificial intelligence, what are the learning outcomes? So using tools with students as part of the lesson, engaging in industry practices, tutoring tools. So basically, these may be the learning outcomes, but we can see how we are using this, and by using, if we can make our classrooms better. And so we know lots of artificial intelligence, like on various platforms. Maybe we started with like ChatGPT, very familiar term for us. So now Gemini actually overtakes everything. Okay. And what is basically Gemini AI? So Gemini is a generative AI platform. We can use it to generate content, brainstorm ideas, write questions, and simplify tasks, all from within our Google Workspace. And in fact, in a personal individual Google Workspace, we can find everything. Okay, and that we will see today. So generative AI means, so one is chat GPT we have been using, but generative AI means basically every time you, ask, give some prompt, it will create, I mean, new things, right? So because it has been tested on LLM, large language models, right? We'll go through that. Now, it really makes our day-to-day tasks very, very easier. Like saving time means it automate tasks, streamline workflows, making learning more personal. Means suppose, for example, we are making a lesson plan, then we want, okay, the lesson plan should be like for brighter students, yeah, or for basic level, fundamental level, or a little bit complex. So in that way, no, we really can make, differentiated learning a personalized learning. And we can create tailor content, learning journeys, all these things basically. It inspires creativity. Yeah, so as I said, this slide basically, I prepared the slide in normal way. Then when it asked me to beautify, I clicked, then you see. The slide is so beautiful. So sort of creativity while keeping data private, because whenever we, make any such things, so we obviously, and in many apps, they take our data. Okay, data privacy basically, it can't get. But here, Gemini specifically, while keeping our data private, so means specifically you can say Google, for education, the school accounts, all the, data is with the school only. Okay, so Google doesn't take that data. Yeah, leaking of data privacy, it never happens. So in that way, Gemini can be our friend. So to summarize, what is Gemini like? Earlier I told it generative artificial intelligence. So here Gemini is a creative partner. Okay, more refined term. It's designed by Google to understand your requests and generate human-like context, human-like content, or human-like text, ideas, lists, and more. Okay, so basically we can say it is our co-creator, not just a tool. It is not a search engine, right? So it means whenever we keep something, no, Google search, find existing information, but Gemini creates new content. That's why, it is generative AI. Okay, and the key is your instruction, how you are giving the prompt. Your instruction means we call it prompt. Okay, and we will learn today how, that effective prompt can create effective content. The quality of what you get, that depends on the quality of the instructions. So the instructions are basically prompts. Okay, for us, how Gemini can be helpful, and of course we can focus those things in today's webinar. To start with, lesson planning means it can draft objectives, activities, or discussion questions. Assignment support, whenever we plan for any lesson, so obviously we want to assess the students. So then it helps us in that way. Professional writing means drafting newsletters, emails, and other professional communications. Gemini can help. And content simplification means rephrase, reword certain complex materials, or we have written something, no, then we can refine, rephrase, so that it really can, can be presented in a better way. Okay, so this is today's focus. What is Google Gemini? Just we discussed. Where can we find it? What happened? Where can we find? Yeah, where can we access? How can Gemini support teaching? So because in 1 hour, we can cover this much. So what is Gemini? All of us know now. Where can we find it, or how can we access? Okay, so these are the two things. One is we can go for gemini.google.com. Okay, and then it is basically we can access the Gemini app, and then that will just see in the demo, and also integrated in Google Workspace. So whether you are using Docs, Slides, Gmail, Google, whatever, Google Classroom, so everywhere you can find Gemini integration. Okay, and it can ask us, we can ask to whatever we want to write, or whatever we want to summarize the text, everything. So these two things we'll see today. Okay, so Gemini for education, how we can plan our lessons, differentiate learning materials, summarize content, and many more. Yeah. So Gemini app, it looks like this. I'll just take you to that thing. I think. Okay. So let me just bring you to. Okay, so as Gemini will work on our instruction, right? It is our co-creator. So then the trick lies how we are giving instruction. Okay, the quality of the content depends on the quality of our instructions or prompts. Okay, for example, so this is a simple example. Suppose we just give give me some lesson ideas for 9th grade biology or 9th grade mathematics, English, whatever. Okay, so then whenever we are giving such prompt, it is, of course, the quality is not very good. It's a little bit not very focused. So it is just okay, and it's vague actually. There is no clarity on the topic. So you may say biology, science, mathematics, English, whatever. So then the instruction is not very clear. If you modify this, suggest 3 activities to teach 9th graders about DNA. So it is a bit better because it narrows down to the focus to DNA and specifies number of activities. Okay, but we can again modify this. Still, it is not very qualitative, you can say. The best one is, so act as an instructional designer for a 9th grade biology teacher. Or you can say, you can introduce, I am a 9th grade biology teacher of so and so curriculum. Specify, introduce yourself. Okay, then you can, what is your purpose? So you want to create activities, or you want to give the concept, or you want to create lesson plan, so that you have to, your purpose to be very, very clear. Then you want, so act as instructional designer for 9th grade bio teacher, introducing students to DNA structure and function. That is your purpose. Suggest 3 lesson ideas, 1 interactive lab, 1 inquiry-based exploration, and 1 collaborative project. So your theme is clear, your aim is clear, and who you are, for what purpose you want this. So this is very, very specific, you can say. So this, such prompts, quality-wise, it's good. So it defines a role for Gemini to play. Means you are a curriculum designer. It provides clear audience. Your audience means 9th grade students. The grade level is clear. It focuses on specific learning objective. That is, you want what? DNA structure and function. That is the learning objective here. And it outlines exact instructional formats. Okay, means, so it is basically lesson ideas you are giving. So such instructions are more clear, right? So while giving instruction, while writing the prompt, what we need to see. Okay, so the prompts, so basically these 5 parts, PARTS, parts. P is persona, right? Means identify your role. So if I say I am a math department lead, analyzing resource gaps, I'm a Spanish educator, designing activities on cultural immersion. So I'm a middle grade math teacher, whatever, right? A stands for aim, means your objective. So brainstorm ideas for whatever context, whatever you are giving. Okay, like in previous case. So the aim was to, here you can see, defines role. Next, so your the specific aim here means you want to create a specific learning objective you are having. Okay, DNA structure and this thing. And the recipient like 9th grade students, or you can say, I mean, if you are teaching middle grades, okay, I'm a teacher in a middle grade CBSE school in India, so whatever, and then I want to make a lesson plan. So those things, aim and recipients, school budget committee, 9th grade life skill educators, whatever. The recipients, so like for example, if I say I want for webinar, I want some content. So the content should, webinar means for whom? So it is for educators, right? So that should be, I mean, the clarity, recipients. T for theme. So here it describes the style, tone, and any related parameters. So use normal voice, write no more than 50 words. Suppose you are an English teacher and you want to, I mean, question paper you are framing, then you have some word limits, so you can give specific instruction in that way. Include pop culture references. So these are very basically examples, and in live demo, I will show, I mean, taking the prompt and how to create the lesson plan. Be enthusiastic, so tone should be clear. I mean, even if your writings, if it is only text, so that also gives us it's formal or professional or enthusiastic, whatever. Okay, tone, theme should be clear here. So T stands for theme. S for structure, means note the desired format of the output. Okay, create a quiz or game, create MCQ questions with answers. Okay, use bullet points, include metaphor or analogies. So that is the structure of your content. So PARTS, persona, aim, recipients, theme, structure. So these are the tips for writing, refining prompts to create contents. Okay, so fine. So let me just show you first. Then we can come to prompt. Okay, so now how to access this? So this is this is my business account. That let me go for the other one. Yeah, so Gemini can be accessed from the personal account. See here, you go to your Google Workspace, normal account. Okay, this is my personal account. Okay, so this is the interface. And in Omnibox, you can, here also, you can GeminiGoogle.com. Okay, so GeminiGoogle.com. Now here you see, at the moment, yeah. So GeminiGoogle.com, now you can get such interface. Okay, so it's asking me where should we start. Okay, now here you see, this is basically, new chart. Okay, And then Ask Gemini, this is the place where we have to write prompts. Okay, instruction we have tried. Now you can see a tiny plus sign. So this plus sign, you see, upload files, add from drive or photos or notebook LM. So here you see upload files means we can have one, any document from where, and suppose for example, I want to prepare a lesson plan on probability. Okay. And if I give probability for 11th standard, so it is not very clear, right? So probability being taught to 11th standard in various countries. So I can get like no very mixed match type of content, which may not be needed for my classroom. So if I give in, I want to base my content on NCRT. So I can upload NCRT, that probability chapter, and based on that content, I want to create lesson plan. So then it is more specific. So uploading files, yeah, I have one existing assignment, okay, maybe in different form. So from that, I want to create, I want to modify the content. I want to prepare questions in different format. So that will help. So we'll see that. Art from the drive, you understood? Photos and notebook LM. Okay. Then next you come. Tools, deep research, create images, canvas, and guided learning. Okay. So canvas is again one more, you can say, concept. Today we are not going to discuss this because this is another session, you can say, canvas, James, everything. To create images, you can give command and you can get it. Next here you see this one, fast thinking pro upgrade to Google AI plus. Okay, so here you see fast means, quickly you can get whatever you are asking. Today we'll be using this. Thinking again here you can see, yeah. And pro, so it means if you are creating more complex materials like this, so maybe like thinking and pro can help you. So the fast is commonly we use because we want fast answer. Now this one gives us use microphone. Means sometimes no, we want audio also. Yeah, we want to, so not only text, we want audio also, so it can help. So this is basic, and here you see create image, write anything. So okay, now ask this. Let me just prompt. Where is it? Yeah, I have something. Okay, so I already, just to save time, I have created some prompt. Yeah, so this is also in the. Okay, so let me just take this through this demo. We can. Okay, so here you see how to create a lesson plan. Okay, so I have given here prompt. I am a middle grade 6 to 8 math teacher in a CBSE school in India. Draft a lesson plan for the uploaded topic. Okay, I have not uploaded yet. Just let me upload files. So suppose squares and cube roots. I just have taken, yeah. So class 8, yeah. Just let me. Yeah, so this is from, yeah, uploaded content. It's from NCRT 8 standard. new NCERT Ganit Parishad. Okay, squares and cubes. Then here I have written, I am middle grade math teacher in a CBSE school in India. Draft a lesson plan for the uploaded topic as per NEP 2020 guidelines. The topic to be covered in 5 periods of 35 minutes each. Okay, so then I have written this. Now it is, see, I gave the prompt. Now see what it is giving us. Okay, so giving that prompt and opting for fast. So quickly we can get answer. So here you see. As a middle grade math teacher in CBSE school, your lesson must align with NEP 2020 focus on experiential learning, critical thinking, and reduced rote memorization. The topic squares and square roots. It is foundational for grade 8 and can be effectively covered in 5 periods of 35 minutes each. Okay, then lesson plan, squares and square roots, and grade 8 subject, like you know, lesson plan format, normal alignment NEP 2020. So you see here, period 1, introduction to squares through discovery. This is the first period. Period 1. Learning objective is clear here, you see. To define square numbers, identify them through factors, NEP strategy. Okay, then here you can see factor inside definition, so you can get like this. Now, second period, pattern and properties of perfect squares. Again, like learning objective, NEP strategy, then activities. Okay, pattern finding, whatever time limit you can see, it is designed for 35 minutes. Okay, 15, 10, 10. Then here you can say second, third, whatever. I mean, you can get like this. Okay, so then as a math teacher, we can see our class and again. And here you see whenever Gemini is giving us this thing and it is giving us instruction. Okay, so Gemini may make mistake. Okay, so it means, and of course, I mean, AI can't replace us, no, we are convinced. So we have to see any, factual errors are there or not. Yeah, so those things we can check. Okay. Now, this lesson plan, we can check, but we are not very, very happy. Okay, whatever is given, maybe I want a bit modification. So what else we can do? Next. So while teaching, we want to know the students can make mistakes also, because in mathematics, as we know, and maybe in other subjects, similar thing we can get. We know how the students make silly errors. Okay, so then we want to modify accordingly. And because in the class, most of the time we say, okay, the children may do such mistake. So then how to rectify this? So see here. Now we want to take, we give the prompt, what could be 5 common mistakes an average student makes while understanding the chapter or attempting questions from the chapter. Okay, we want to know that. See. So Gemini will very, very clearly give us some, ideas. And of course, we can check, recheck, we can modify, we can edit, that we can do. Based on the content of the uploaded PDF and standard pedagogical observations for grade 8, here are 5 common mistakes students often make when learning about squares and square roots. Now, first one, they may make confusing square of a number with multiplying by 2. Okay, so this is the most frequent error. Many students, when asked to find the square of a number, they may write here, 2 into this 7 square, maybe they may write 7 into 2. Okay, so now the correction reinforce the geometric concept that square is an area. 7 square means 7 into 7 grid, totaling 49 units, because because in previously that activity, it has shown us the activity. So the rectangular portion and the grid portion, rectangular grid and the square things. So it's connected to that. Second error may be misinterpreting the locker puzzle. Again, it is linked to the content. If any of you are teaching 8th standard, the new NCERT, if you have seen, so that is there because the lesson plan is based on that content. Okay, so locker puzzle logic. So then here the mistake, thinking that prime numbers or even numbers will stay open, and what correction you can make. Okay, then third error the children may do, mistakes on the sum of odd numbers pattern. So the chapter introduces the property that sum of the first n numbers is n square. Okay, so here what errors the children can do, and the correction here is use the visual inverted or this pattern to show how each square is built by adding the next consecutive odd numbers. So basically see, the prompt you can give and you can get the result like I am doing. Okay, so because I am not creating this, Gemini had created. So if you give such prompt, you can get that also. So what I just am trying to convey you, so you can see the errors are there and how to rectify this. So whenever, while planning the lesson plan, if we know the errors, so we know the errors during exams when we make them practice. But during lesson plan, if we know the child may make that type of mistakes, so accordingly we can, modify our lesson plan. So it means while teaching, we can tell them. Okay, or maybe we can see telling them, otherwise we are doing that. But we can, to correct them, we have to clarify the, basically conceptually clarity. To do that, we maybe take some activities or so. The confusion between number of zeros and value of 0. Okay, so like suppose 10 square. Okay, because here students often get confused when squaring numbers ending with zeros. Means finding their roots type of things. Here they take 100 square means maybe 1000. Adding only 1 0. Okay. Yeah, 4000 is a perfect square number. Okay. So, such silly mistakes they do. And the here correction is focus on the property mentioned in your text. A perfect square must have an even number of zeros. Okay. So that is the thing. Now here, first we have taken the lesson plan in general, Gemini created for us. Then we wanted to know what are the 5 common errors or 3 common errors or 10 common errors children may make. And then it gave us that. Means now we have the error factors plus how to rectify this. Now again here you see, now draft a lesson plan, because now we are getting 2 cases, but we want knowing the error and how we really can help the children. So then what else we can do? Okay, so now again we want to take those things to lesson plan. See here, the next prompt is now draft a lesson plan again, so that as a teacher, I can focus more on these mistakes. Maybe using an individual or group activity or any such task. Please, or you can take like this. Okay. So this is basically the bracket, no? I have written whenever I was typing in the document. So it asked me to rephrase. Okay. So then I have this, and to show you how it really refine or reward our statements. I have written this thing. Please draft a revised lesson plan that incorporates activities such as individual or group tasks designed to specifically address and remediate these common student mistakes, allowing me to focus my instruction more effectively. See, this was given by me, and it was refreshed by Gemini. Okay, so we can keep one of them because it means the same thing. Now you see. So the modified lesson plan will be how we can get it. Okay, so now you see. To address common pitfalls identified here is a revised 5-period lesson plan based on the uploaded material. It integrates remedial tasks designed to explicitly tackle these mistakes using NEP 2020 activity-based pedagogy. So it's very, very clear. Okay, revised lesson plan, squares and square roots. Grade 8 periods, whatever written. Now you see period 1. Okay, it started with activity, Locker puzzle and odd number of factors. Then here you see what is the focus, remediation task. Okay, then factor pairing game, activity. Okay, then so then you can see here, then outcome. Students conclude why only square number lockers stay open. Okay, the activity is based on NCERT book only. Don't worry. I mean, nothing specific here is written. That is from the book only. Second period, you see properties, unit, digits, and zeros. Again, you see what focus on what content you can give. Then the tasks for remedial measure, and for what you see activity is there. Then the goal is tackle the mistake. Number 5, zero value versus count, means students learn that 4,000 is not a square number because it has 3 zeros, even though 4 is a square. Fine. Then third period, visual proofs and successive subtraction rule. Period 3, period 4. Okay. Next, you can see fifth period, estimation of real world applications. Okay, so I think it is quite good. Then here you see teachers focus checklist addressing the 5 mistakes. See, and here you can export 2 sheets. This one. Okay, so that you can focus on mistake to watch for, then targeted instruction. So you can just take this thing. Otherwise, what we can do, you see, these are, once you made the lesson plan, you can see here, if it is good, then good response. If you are giving this one, bad response. So giving good response, bad response means, so it means it gets, okay, what, I mean, the way it is written here, it is good. But whenever we are giving this one thumbs down, means modification is required. Okay, then here it is redo. We can instruct redo if we want to repetition of this thing. And this is copy. So this copy response, it's copied. Otherwise, you see here 3 dots. Listen. So audio things will come. Okay. So then export to docs, draft in Gmail, report legal issue. So these are the options when you click these 3. Yes. If I take export to docs, so you can see creating a document. So in your drive, a document will be created. Okay, so then you can see here. If I go to drive, then I can this. See, I think I have made a. You can get. I mean, like this. Okay, I have made a bit. I mean, edit here. Lesson plan, squares and square roots. Yeah. So in document, just like the modification you do. Are you able to hear me? Am I audible to all of you?
Yeah, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So here you see, like this, then just like document to edit, you can do that. Okay. Now here, once you have made, I mean, you have taught all 5 periods over, or 2 periods, 3 periods, whatever, you have done it. Then of course you want some assessment also. See, I have mixed this thing, period 3rd, 4th, 5th, then post lesson reflection for teachers. Okay, then here inclusion and homework with twist. So this much you can get. Okay, this is another document I'm just showing you. Yeah. Now next one is and of course you want the students to get some assignments. Now okay. Okay, this one, yeah. So basically, as you modify your prompt, whatever you need from time to time, you can give instruction. So that is what I learned. Okay, just going back to Gemini, where is it? Okay, so till now we were getting this. Now here you see, again I'm asking Gemini, we want final lesson plan. Okay, the final lesson plan goes like this, with all these remedial measures, okay, and then correction, and also what action we need to take. Okay, now this is final lesson plan. Now incorporate these activities in an actual lesson plan. All the mathematical equations to be written in plain text, because see here the text you are able to see like this, but whenever you take it to doc and the dollar sign everything go LaTeX form, so we get like that. So it is very uncomfortable. See, I could have taken any topic from 11th or 12th standard, but now because of that symbol, I mean that integration, differentiation, or matrix symbol, it will be very disoriented now. Okay, so that's why I have taken content from 8th standard, and of course all of us can understand. Plus we don't have that things, but still you may get some symbol, dollar symbol, because of LaTeX form. Yeah, so then I have written here all the, I mean that should be like in simple text. Where is my, okay, this is my lesson plan, final lesson plan. Yeah, incorporate these activities in an actual plan, lesson plan. All the mathematical equations to be written in plain text, Unicode format, not from LaTeX form. Okay, so then after doing this, you see, this is the final lesson plan. This revised lesson plan follows NEP 2020 framework, focusing on competency-based learning and remediation. It specifically integrates the activities designed to tackle the 5 common mistakes identified earlier. Okay, so see here. This is the final lesson plan. You will love it. Activity, see, remediation target, mistake number 2. Yeah, see here, period 1 started with this activity. Activities, the factor pairing game. Okay, so the moment that is students find that for 16, 4 into 4 and 25, 5 into 5, the pair is the same number, leaving one factor without a different partner. Means like suppose 4 into 4 into 3, 3 is different. So 4 into 4, same pair. So it gives a clarity on square numbers basically. Conclusion is numbers with a lone factor partner, perfect squares have an odd number of total factors and thus stay open in the queen's puzzle. That puzzle thing is from the book only. So the material we have uploaded. So theory 15 minutes, then okay, now you can see the whole thing is basically it is revised lesson plan ready to use in the class. Now we want, after teaching the topic, we want the children to have some assessment. Okay. Okay, so now here you see. Two things going side by side. Okay, so now we want, because after teaching we want some assessment things. So now the prompt is provide MCQs with answers as post chapter completion. Okay, as a short assessment. So here you see. Okay, to conclude the chapter on squares and square roots, here is just short assessment consisting of 5 MCQs. These questions are designed to test the specific concept. This. Okay, I think I've taken, no, you see. Okay, you can get assessment, but whenever you take it into Docno, this pattern will give you in good way. So I think I have. So earlier I have taken this one, chapter assessment on squares and square roots. See, it will give it will be shown like this. Okay, so it means having that lesson plan, then MCQ questions, and even you want to get short answer type, that also you can give prompt and you can get. Okay, and answer key with explanation. Okay, so those who are math teachers, so they can see, how we can, use Gemini for creating the lesson plan. Okay, so any question here, we can, take one, science subject also. Okay, the process is similar. Just coming back, okay. See here. Okay, so whenever you take, yeah, so this we have covered. PARTS, persona, aim, recipients, theme, and structure. Okay, in that lesson plan, we applied these things. And I think it's a quite good result. Without much efforts, we are getting everything, right? Then here, similarly, a breaking down of good prompt. Here, I am a high school biology teacher. Design of 5E lesson plan for 10th grade students. Introducing the structure and function of DNA. Tailor the lesson for an inquiry-based science class and include an engaging lab activity and claim, evidence, reasoning, writing prompt as a exit ticket. So this is basically I have taken from the Google things. Okay, so breaking down a prompt. See, this was made by me. Okay, simple PPT. And when it asked me to modify, beautify, I have given that. So there, you see, this is made by Gemini. Okay, you can see the difference, beauty, creativity. Okay, the same thing. Okay, quick activity here. Open Gemini that I have shown you. Open gemini.google.com. Write a prompt. Here is what your prompt could include: role, who or what is performing the task. Means you are an AI teaching assistant, or like I am a high school biology teacher. This is role. Audience, who the output is. Recipients, means your 10th grade students. Right. Specific learning objective, means your aim, what students should learn or do. Means design 5E lesson, right? Lesson plan. Then desired output format, what type of response you want. Discussion questions, lab guide, differentiated reading material. Okay, so we can break the prompt in this way. Okay, so differentiate an existing assessment like this. I am a 10th grade world history teacher. Rewrite an industrial revolution exam using the same learning objectives. So here existing study material given, then we are giving instruction. So like you see, prompt and then how we are getting. Okay, same thing. That was made by me. This is, you see, Gemini created in this way. Okay, the presentation is made beautiful by Gemini only. Okay, multiple choice, short answer, timeline activity. So for history teachers, the timeline activity is also there. So the way you give the prompt, you can get the result. So here you see differentiate an existing assessment from here. I am a 4th grade teacher. Rewrite a narrative writing assessment using the same learning objectives and rubric criteria. Adjust the wording and format to provide new practice opportunities for students who need an alternative version, focusing on sentence structure and vocabulary. So you can see. So whenever we give such prompt, so then how Gemini is giving us. And as a teacher, of course, we can always modify. Okay, so here you see the simple one. Okay, here you see assessment. I just want to show you the creative beautifying slide also. Okay, similarly, this here also, like you see, not only lesson plan. So even if you want the instruction step-by-step procedures, safety tips, prediction prompts, and space for observation. Okay, like here another one.
But ma'am, how will we beautify it like this?
I'll show you.
How do you do that?
Yeah, I'll show you. Okay, then yes. Student support means like so again here I need students to understand DNA replication, explain it simply, then show me step by step how to outline the key stages and the main enzymes involved in each stage. So you see, like we may have to do lots of research work, right? And even if we have been teaching, many of us have been teaching since so many years, still we modify our lesson every year, you can say. Yeah, student to student, class to class also. But here you see, how really without, not exactly working harder, but how working smarter, we can create these things. This I have shown you, but I'll take some. Okay, so before we go here, okay, this beautifying things. No, let me just show you. Let me. What I did here. See, this is simple one, right? Student support. You see, beautify the slide. Okay, when I click this, no, you see the simple slide, it came automatically. Just give few seconds. Okay, so the beautiful slide will come out. But this one is my you can say business account. So I'm getting this option. I see. Then here you see. Okay, prompt and everything. Then insert as a new slide. So material is mine, but that beautification is Gemini's. See. Okay. And the color, everything will be so beautiful. Like the matching colors. Okay. In fact, I have made a few more. This one I'm showing you. It's fine. Not this one. This was mine. But the drawback here, is once. I used this Gemini. So then I was not able to edit it. Okay, so that's why I have kept mine. And then I have taken the copy of this one, copy of this, so that this is made by Gemini. Okay, so I have kept my original one, so that if I want to change date or something, I can do that. So here, if I want to modify, I have to give prompt. See here. So all the diagrams, everything, no, it provided me like this. I would not have done like this. The content I have given, but the other things, color, everything. See, this is, my things. And then you see here. So that case-based question is really good. Okay, you see, this is, case-based question I gave. So picture, everything. Then here, this one, b square minus 4 is somewhere else. It had given me here. Like when I put d equal to 0, I was supposed to get this diagram. But it has given me such diagram. Then I wrote the prompt. The second figure, whatever I have written, it should be like, so the curve should touch x-axis. So then it modified and gave me. Okay. And if you go to your personal account also, you see, here, see, if I open any document, just let me show you. If I go to my drive, wherever you go, in fact, just let me show you in the drive. Okay, if I go to drive, so now you can see. You see this one. See, try Gemini. So try Gemini means, you see, you want to arrange it, organize, generate your next big guide, whatever Gemini. But here, not much things. But whenever you take, suppose you take this in anyone. Docs, whatever you take. Suppose you take docs. In Google Docs, the all the documents, it may be slide, doc, or form, wherever. You can find Gemini here. Okay. And the content you are creating here, it will ask, you can just click it. Generate your next big ideas. You want to give the prompt and do it. Okay, suppose you are making a question paper, yeah, you are creating any presentation and you want to insert any diagram or something. So here you can do, okay, insert the picture. Yeah, like for example, you are making case-based questions. So there also you want picture. So then you can give the prompt and you can try here. Okay. So, but what I found, so I mean, doc slide in normal, I mean, this workspace account, though it is there, but it works better in Google, Gemini app. Like go to gemini.google.com and whatever you want to do there, you do. Okay. But this one I found very interesting. This is my paid account and I could really found this very effective because without any much efforts, I could get everything. Okay. So yeah. Now we can just go. Okay, so similarly, whenever you just want to any prompt, English teacher also like here I am university English professor, generate a detailed lecture outline on Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night Dream, suitable for an introductory college literature course. So basically, you be more specific. So just remember that PARTS. And you can give the theme structure. The lecture should fit a 90-minute time period. I want to emphasize the themes of friendship and dreams. Okay. So basically it is up to you. Okay, how you want the content. And yeah, for any subject like this, so I am a third grade teacher. You can just check this one. The simple one, you can see. Yes. Okay, so now this is done. Suppose you want to create new chart, click here, see here. Then you give the prompt. Okay, for I think for math teachers, a bit symbol and that equation problem, and for other subjects you don't have such issues. Okay, so as per your need, your criteria, you can get it. Okay, so here you see, I'm a third grade teacher. I need students to understand multiplication as repeated addition. Explain it simply. Then show me a step by step how to outline the key stages and provide examples using array offers each stage. So here you see, teaching a third grade that multiplication is just a shortcut for addition is one of the most satisfying moments. But it moves them from counting by ones to thinking in groups. Here is a simple way to explain the concept. So concept explanation you can see. Okay, lesson outline from adding to arrays, then the equal groups, foundation concept, repeated addition, multiplication. Then next stage, introducing the arrays means rows and columns. So you can see beautifully, it can give you everything. Then here it is asking, since in previous case, we were getting the lesson plan. So, and after this, you see, would you like me to create a set of practice word problems based on these array examples for your students? Okay, so suppose I write your yes. Okay, I wrote your yes. Okay, so here you see. Then MCQ questions. Multiplication as repeated addition arise. Okay. Which addition sentence? Okay. So again, you can, yeah, multiplication as repeated addition. Next. We can give it like no redo, something like this. That's it will prepare your lesson. I have created a quiz. Yes, yes. So you see the response. I have created a quiz that focuses on transition from repeated addition to multiplication using arrays. These questions are designed to mirror the stages we discussed. Okay, so on its own, it has created some quiz type of things. Answer then like this. Okay, so then the word problems you can ask, the case-based questions you can ask. See here. Okay, see. You read it. Okay, then you can see study guide, third grade multiplication, arise study guide. See here. Okay, so basically, I mean, what you can see is complete support. Okay, so teaching support you can say. Okay, so while doing this, because artificial intelligence is quite good, as we know, but at the same time, we while teaching our students, we have to teach them how they can be like responsible, accurate and ethical use of AI. Okay, the human element is crucial. Although Gemini is a powerful collaborator, there are limitations to what it can do. AI tools require human critical thinking skills to ensure that they are being used responsibly and not reinforcing unfair bias or spreading misinformation. It's important to critically evaluate Gemini's output and adjust it if necessary. Okay, so this is the teacher's task. And AI limitations, no AI tool has the depth of experience, practical knowledge, and interactive skills that you do. So as teacher, so obviously we are more, you can see. Now ask me if you have any question. Yeah. Any question you want to ask? Any of you? If you have any question, please feel free to ask. So I will share the feedback link in the group. Okay. So tonight I can send. Then I mean maybe by tomorrow you can fill it, and I'll give the certificates. Okay. So thank you so much. So happy. If you have any question, you can ask me. And all of you can try basically using Gemini, and in the group I have sent how to change whenever you copy the content specifically for maths people, and even if you are a physics teacher, you have lots of symbols involved in that way. So you can, whenever you are copying to the doc, so that LaTeX font, how to overcome that. I have shared a video, so you can just see that. Otherwise, how I do it, like see, for doc, I have kept one this Hypatia create. Okay, so Hypatia create helps me to write mathematical fonts very nice way.